Does the grip matter? And we're going to do a review. Twofer in Boxes to Builds number 10. Welcome back to the McGolf Shop. Jim McCleary, 6-time top 100 best club fitters with Golf Digest and International Club Maker of the Year. Grips. Do grips matter, right? Do they matter for frequency? Do they matter for feel? Do they matter for swing weight? Do they matter for confidence? All those answers are yes. Yes, they are. Yes, they do. Yes, it is. All right, number one, does it matter for confidence? Absolutely, right? When anybody grabs a golf club, the very first thing they do is they grab it and they do like this, and they get this feeling and they're grabbing it, and that grip is what transmits the idea that the golf club is going to work. It's all about preference, right? Is it the right size? Is it the right shape? Is it the right texture? Is it the right firmness or softness, as the case may be? All these things come into play when you're like, oh yeah, I'm really going to hit this thing well. All right, but in this particular video, what we're going to do is we're going to talk about how it impacts flex. We know that it impacts swing weight. We've done that in the past, right? Where if you have something that, and I get all this a lot of times where we'll be, you get a swing weight and it's a D, a D something or a C something at this matter, and you want to put this big giant grip on the end of it and it goes like this, and now all of a sudden it's a C something, right? Let's start this over. I'll start over. We'll do it again. All right, so we'll start over. We get in a normal setting, we'll get this and we'll be setting like this, and it'll be a D something, right? And then all of a sudden, well, I really, really like this big ginormous grip, and all of a sudden it goes like that. And now all of a sudden the swing weight's lower, right? It's in the C's. Oh my God, I can't swing a C. Well, why not? You're swinging the same club before, it's just a bigger grip. All right, that's where we get off on the swing weight. Oh, it's got to be the same thing. So you mean to tell me you're going to add just a whole bunch of weight at the end just for the same swing weight? Maybe the weight in the hands works better. That's what I'm trying to get across for swing weight. Okay, that's done. Flex. Does this make a difference on flex? Well, yes, it does, right? This is a shock absorber for the actual flex. Now, we've got a golfer in Rhode Island that has just won a set of the JPX 921 Hot Metal Pros, and he wants us to take it apart for to put on a set of those. All right, put on a set of those and to put on a different grip, which is going to be the review. So what was on it? It was a Z grip, right? It's a firm grip, kind of heavy right there because it's got all the cord in it. And so I measured what the flex was with the grip on. Then we took them off. Mrs. McGolf took the grips off for me, and I measured them with the grip off. So what was the difference? There was a variety of differences, but not too out of shape. But normally when we have these, I've been taking between 10 and 12 off. And I wasn't too far off. On the average, it was around 9. So, and lower. It never got above that. So right around 9 is going to be a good number for us now going forward. So because I've never really checked our frequency machine. So I did a couple of quick ones and they seem to be okay. And 10 to 12, that's not too bad. So we're going to start using 10, not the 12 to 15 anymore. So that's where that one's at. So now, other than putting the new ferrules, what else are we going to put on them? We are going to put on the new CPX by Golf Pride, the CPX. And if you take a look, the CPX, it's gray in color and it has significant texture differences. It's got kind of like almost a scaly, bumpy kind of sides, and then more of it's not the same as the Tour Velvet, but then it has impressions on it on the top. So if you were to put your hand on it, right, you're going to put your hand on it here and your hand on it here, so that the sides of your hands are going to grab this and the bottoms and the tops of your hands are going to grab that. It is called the Softest Performance Feel. Softest Performance Feel, and it still has the core that all the CPs have right in the back here. So what else is different about it? Well, in a lot of cases, the opening here normally has some sort of ring on it, very much like these guys do. And you see the difference here. See, it's a more taper, less pronounced ending on it. So that could be different. This also is going to have less taper this way. It's going to be more parallel, so you can choke down and it won't feel that bad. So that's what we're going to shoot for. So there we go. So now we're going to see what these guys give us in the way of flex and the changes, knowing full well what this is at. So the golfer wanted me to take them apart, do a real quick check, put the ferrules back on, put these guys on, send them on their way. And that's what we're going to do. So we've already checked, we've checked the frequency on the original part of it. So now we're going to check the frequency on the end of it. So let me tear them apart and then we'll do another check again. Didn't impact that too bad. I'm also checking the swing weight as well. Ooh, okay. So I'm putting these on the swing weight machine because of you never know when you have a distribution of weight what might happen, particularly in the way that the grip is made. So I'm just checking again, make sure that it's done what it's supposed to do. You can noticeably see that you can noticeably see that the grip clamp is actually pushing into the grip, which means this guy is truly soft, and hopefully it works out well. So you saw us where we went through all this. You know, we changed out the ferrules on the Mizuno, which was a cool thing, and they turned out very, very well. I'm real happy with them. Kind of Easter eggish, considering we're getting ready to get on to Easter. Now the whole idea here is grips. How does it impact swing weight? How does it impact the flex? All these different things. Now, as we saw, that when we measured these things, the weights were dead on. It's very rare that I don't get one that's outside of a gram, but Golf Pride did a very, very good job. I mean, everything was within, well, we saw 0.5 to 0.2, so 0.3 grams. That's pretty impressive. I'd say that's a heck of a manufacturing quality right there. What did it do when we changed it out? We figured out that the hard grip was right around 10, worth 10, right, as a multiplier. So if you had your normal flex, it would show 10 degrees or 10 CPM softer. And so we know that now, right? So we know we have that in our memory banks, and when we go to see something with a full cord grip that's very firm, that we only use 10. And then we've used between 10 and 15. So, well, we saw 8 as a low number, but we also saw 10. So 10's a pretty good number. 15 for standard and 20 for soft. That's been our multiplier since day one. Now, so we were really close on the hard one, so that's not too bad. So this, the CPX is their newest one, and it is with the EXO pattern. That EXO pattern is right here, and a quilted pattern, which I'm going to say is right there, okay? And it's a different look for Golf Pride. I think it's pretty cool. It might be a thing of, you know, a grip of changes to come, maybe. However, it is soft. It is exactly what they said it is. And the thing with soft grips, in a lot of cases, if you're a very light touch and you don't torque the club a lot, you probably end up liking this, because when you put your fingers right up into here, you can feel it. You can feel the texture. You can feel that it doesn't feel soft on the side. Where it feels soft is right here. Now watch. See, that's me moving that in there. That's a lot of movement, right? So if you're a guy that digs his thumb in there, I mean, you can move that pretty good. Now, if you're a guy with a light touch and you don't do a lot of that, you can get away with it, right? It'd feel great. And that's the whole idea. So the CPX comes in all 3 sizes: the standard, the mid, the jumbo. Right now, currently, all I know is that they have is the gray. I do like the alignment lines. I like how they have it out there. Helps guide your hands. I like the feel of it. It's a different. I think I like it just because it's different. And I do like the blue cap, the way that they're coming down into there. I just think it's a new modern looking grip. I think it feels fine, but it is soft. So if you're not one of those guys that likes a lot of movement, say in the synthetic grips, where you get a lot of squishiness, this may not be for you. However, if you're not one of those guys that throws a big tension onto the grip, which I don't know why you would want to do that, this might feel pretty doggone good, right? I like the new look. I like the gray. It's super tacky. Oh my gosh, it's very, very tacky, and it's got a different feel on it. So if you're in the market for a new grip, this very well may be for you. And certainly, if you're and go check them out. At most of the dealers or people are going to put these on, they're going to have them. You're going to be able to feel them. And honestly, when I put them on, they got tackier after I cleaned them off. So keep that in mind. So what did we find out? Well, we find out it doesn't mess with swing weight. That was great because they were identical to what they were. We found out that the hard grips are 10 low and that these were 20. So the soft grips, just like in the synthetics, we give them a 20. So yeah, it's right there, and it was working just fine. They went on fine, they aligned fine, and they feel very sticky. So could I play them? Probably. I would probably find myself doing like this just because it's different. I'd be doing it just because it's different, not because it's bad, just different. I would have to learn how to ignore it. But so that's just what it is. A new texture, a new look, a new grip from Golf Pride. And yes, we do see changes in frequency. So if you got any questions, put them in the show notes below. And as always, let's see your scores go low.